My fellow metalheads, welcome back to BaldHeaded Metal. My name is Joseph. Today we're doing another Jinjer song, which actually just came out today, called The Mediator. So it's going to be interesting to kind of check out, because a lot of you guys already been posting in the comments that I should check the song out. Apparently it's supposed to be brutal. But without any further ado, without any opinions, without anything, let's get right into it and see what happens, see what kind of reaction I have. I gotta turn it up.
Stop! Go! Go on! My wish would be to see the sun shining, to heal this burning, children laughing, hearts recovering. My dream has always been, life has always seemed to be an amusement park around the corner, full and dark. I wanted a loser to win, the thing never stopping, the full night, keeping
Playing vocals,
it
okay.
down, and needing nothing from no one.
Somebody let me know that this style change for this band happened very recently, where they had another guitarist in the band. They actually had two guitarists, and then one of them either left or something happened with the other guitarist not there anymore, and they just kind of kept that style and adapted to it. And then the band overall kind of blew up really from their reaction to Pisces that they did, the live session where her voice changed when it happened. A lot of YouTube reactors just didn't expect that, whether they just don't listen to heavy metal or weren't expecting that kind of reaction, and that helped kind of propel the band's popularity. And it looks like they're, with each song that I listen to from them, they lean into that style more and more, especially in here, but almost kind of mixing in what seems like to me, they're mixing in black metal, like it's almost like a black metal drumming, like a death metal, black metal drumming, because they seem to mix a lot of different styles. And which one I didn't consider. I never considered that they've mixed in metalcore with this kind of prog rock, death metal thing going on. I mean, they have a lot of elements at play here. I'm not sure I like this song personally yet, but let's come on. I don't want to be judgmental yet. Let me finish the song first.
I wanted the poor to live in abundance. I wanted the rich to have someone except for himself to love and take care of. I wanted a loser to win, the thing never stopping, the full night, keeping it down, and needing nothing from no one. Fires burning all around us, and all we feel is cold. I want a neighbor, not a hater. Run, I had to
Yeah, you know what? I think I'm starting to narrow down more and more the reason uh this band is weird to me. They kind of mix in this kind of how should I say? It's the best version of commercial music. That's what it feels like. This is a commercial metal. For example, I find Arch Enemy to be very commercial metal, but I really like Arch Enemy. I kind of understand what they're doing and I like it. But I think that's the reason why I don't like this band, is that it's very commercial. I don't know, some people can disagree with me. They don't think it's commercial. I think this is 100% commercial. The way they, from everything, the way they dress, the way they act, the poppy voice that she's having. It's a very, I think, targeted and specific choice by her and by the band members to have this blend of modern and old. And I'm an old school metalhead. I just don't like. I tend to be a little bit more resistant to a lot of changes like this. And I've also thought about another thing, that I was listening to this band the other day, and I'm like, wait a minute, this reminds me of Jinjer in some ways. If for any old school metalhead, they had only a couple of albums, but they were considered for their time very, very technical albums. If you guys ever heard Dark Angel, specifically Time Does Not Heal, it was a very, even they can market it, it was like a cheesy marketing. It had the most amount of riff. It had like 300 something riffs on the album, which was like unheard of at that time, as being the most progressive album of its time. But it kind of reminds me in songwriting, very similar to actually Dark Angel as well. And Dark Angel took me a long time to get into, but I love Time Does Not Heal and Darkness Descends albums.
The best way to make a kettle boil is to turn your back on those. You're sitting here with no decline, no lessons given, only learned. Come blood is coursing through my veins, 'cause I will never burn. What is happiness? What is happiness? What do we have to do to get a piece of you?
I always like in every song, though, I love her presence and her performance. And there's some bands you listen to sometimes, and you listen to them like, I don't think they know what the fuck they're doing. They're just like mixing a bunch of elements that make no sense, that doesn't sound good. I don't think this is true for this band. I think they have a very conscious choice of what they're doing, how they're putting their elements together, and it becomes at the end of the day whether it's something that you like. And I do love their whole setup, and I just love how talented. The drummer's my favorite guy. Every song, I think I say it every single time, I love the drummer. I am on board with him, and I'll keep trying to listen to their albums, because I've heard their style is a little bit different early on, so perhaps maybe I'm gonna like it more. We'll see what happens. Overall, I like the music video. I like her presence. Don't like the song. I'll put it like that. Let me know what you guys down below, what you thought of it. Was it something that clicked with you? That's something you enjoyed, something you like? Are you looking forward to the new album? And as a matter of fact, I'll ask you a question a little further. What album from Jinjer do you think is the best album? I would actually love, maybe sometime in the future, something I'm starting to branch out on this channel is I want to start doing some sort of little podcasting with heavy metal bands. And it's actually going to start this Saturday. I'm going to interview Bloodspot about their career, about heavy metal. It's just one of those bands. First of all, they were receptive enough to reach back out to me so we can talk about it. Not to mention, I just kind of really enjoyed their music. It clicked with me right away. And I'm going to try to reach out to a couple more bands, Souls of Diotima, possibly we can have an interview. And I'll reach out to smaller bands that are just kind of starting up, or at the very least that are more receptive to having these kinds of interviews. I know it's very awkward to talk to somebody over camera. But I think it'll be interesting to have this kind of podcast thing going on. And I would love to actually one day in the future to talk to Jinjer and kind of just ask them about their choices in music and how they came up with these ideas and what were their influences, besides the things they kind of said in the we've heard like they have been influenced by Opeth and stuff like that. I just kind of would want to hear from them what were their influences they were pulling for this band. It'd be really interesting to hear, because it sounds like there's a lot of thinking going on behind their music. But anyways, guys, hopefully that was an enjoyable reaction to you, and if not, too bad. You guys have a good one. Peace out.